I'll be showing you how to create some bass lines the fun way today. Let's dive in. Let's say I have a drum groove that sounds like this. Nice and organic. Solid groove. How can I proceed to the next stage of the track? Well, I could either come up with some kind of a melody or some kind of soundscape, but if I don't feel like doing that, I can also create a bass line. We want to do so by hitting Command-Shift-T, then a MIDI track is created. I usually like to keep my bass red, so I'm going to color it red. And on this MIDI track, we're going to load this device called MDD Snake V3, which is a free Max for Live device. I'm going to link it down in the description below. And at first, it might look a bit confusing, but don't worry, it really isn't that hard to understand. Now we want to look for something that we can drop here, drop instrument here. And you have a ton of instruments within your instruments panel here on the left, Enable Live. I'm going to use analog. And as you might know, I really love using this Saw Pure Muted Bass preset. I'm just going to drop it here. And the cool thing is that you can really use any synth of your liking. You can use Arturia, you can use Diva, really doesn't matter. I'm just going to start off with the Saw Pure Muted Bass. Gonna dial down the channel a bit so we don't explode our ears and hit play. Okay, it seems to be playing these notes in this direction according to this shape over here. Alright, I still feel like the octave is a bit low and I need a sound that's a bit more higher, a higher octave. So what I'm going to do is go into MIDI effects on the left panel over here, search for pitch and put this right in front of the snake rack, shift arrow up to pitch it up an octave so I can just hear it a bit better. When the notes are played on a too low octave, it starts getting really squelchy. I don't really want that. Yeah, this makes it a bit easier to hear. So again, you get to see the snake shape over here. You get to see the bass line practically moving like this along this note pattern. And if we change the snake shapes, it just starts moving differently. Like this one goes up and down, up and down. But it still utilizes the same framework of notes. And if we hit random over here, it'll randomize all the parameters that are within this notes panel. And if we go into gate, we can also randomize the gate. If we go into velocities, we can also randomize the velocities. So the notes played become more dynamic. But obviously sounds really, really weird if we randomize the notes because we don't have any control over the octave here. But we can dial down the individual pitches of the notes as you can see here. And the cool thing about this is that it has this really cool knob, which is called Random All. And it'll randomize you every single parameter of the Max for Live device here. Also, there's a fundamental which you can set over here and the scale, but I find them to not work as well compared to the MIDI effect. If we type in MIDI effects scale, you get this guy over here and then you get the variety of different scales. I just prefer using these, to be honest, because the results do sound slightly different. And if we put this after our pitch, we can set it to, let's say, B minor, and all the notes that come out of here, no matter what the fundamental and scale is set to, will be filtered down to B minor. Nice. This slider, it sets how the range of randomness can be. And if we set it over here, we have a really low range of randomness. You set it up here, high range, right? So you do get to have a bit more control over here. If we go back into notes, we set a low range of randomness and hit random. And the cool thing is that we can also set direction, back and forth, forwards, backwards, random, and also the speed. So right now we're on 16th notes. We can also set it to 8th notes, also set the steps to an odd number like 10 so we get more polyrhythmic results. Right, but we don't want to be so random. Let's keep it on forward. And if I feel like I'm just not getting the results that I want, hit randomize all. Go back to 16N. Let me actually switch out the synth. If I'm not happy with the sound, then I can always go use another synth. I'm going to use Diva and load this up after the scale. So like presets, just going to go through a few sounds that are in Afro. This one sounds interesting, but I feel like it's too frequent. I'm going to hit randomize all a couple times. Nice. And what I can do now is create a MIDI track and an audio track beneath the bass layer and select track 7 Diva as my input on both the MIDI and the audio. So I have the audio coming in into the Diva layer, so record arm. I hit command so I can record arm multiple tracks at the same time. Maybe dial up the volume on this bass channel a bit more and hit record. So now it records the MIDI and the audio at the same time. And what I love doing is just going crazy with the presets, switching them out, and hitting random all. Nice. Just go crazy. There's no limit. And then I close off the Diva, delete the original layer because now I'm just going to work with the audio layer. I'm going to keep the MIDI layer for later in case I find something that's nice. So what we're going to do is search through snippets of sounds that I like. So let's say I like only these two guys over here. Or this one. I'm going to give it a red color so I know this is a snippet that I selected. This one's kind of cool, so highlight it again. I like this one, red color. This one's interesting. Perhaps this could be turned into an effect or something like that. This sound over here. Yeah, nice. So I feel like I have a couple sounds that sound good, and I'm going to delete the sounds that I don't like, just like that. And now what I'm going to do is place the bass where I would like it to be placed. So then I can just drag it over here, for example, place it right there. Maybe I'd like this second bass sound to be placed right here, pull them closer together and create a new bass groove out of the audio that we've resampled. And then I can also duplicate this layer or create a new audio track beneath. And let's say I like this one a lot and I'd like this to be played more regularly. So what I can do is highlight this section over here or change it to 1-bar mode. Highlight this guy over here, copy, paste, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So we get like a consistent stab every now and then. And what I can do is also take this guy, place him over here. Can also reverse by hitting R, but I don't like that here. Yeah, or I could just take this individual section, for example, and place it here. And you can also start pitching these notes. So if you double click a MIDI clip or audio clip, you then get into this panel over here and you can start pitching it around over here. Maybe change it to another warp mode that sounds better on Basslines like Complex Pro. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Maybe like this. Dum da dum. Okay, take the same one, put it here. Maybe do the same here, so pitch it down 1, 2, 3. Complex Pro. Oh, this one sounds kind of cool on its own. So I could take this one, for example, and put it here and create a completely different bass groove just out of this sound alone. So I could create something like this. Right? And maybe place these notes in between. Pitch them up or pitch them down. Yeah. And usually when the envelope is at 8 and the formant is at 100, that works best for me on Basslines. You can also group these guys up, and you know what, I like this section the most, so I'm going to loop it up, see if we can make something work out of this, and call this bass main. Give it the red color. So I'm going to load up another Diva just for reference on the MIDI track that I have above here to figure out the key, since I did repitch the sample quite a bit. So this would be headphones. So we're in C sharp. So what I can do is then type in C sharp in the search panel over here, go into all results and see if I can come up with some kind of a melody that fits well to this bass groove like this, or pad, dial it down a bit. I'll just search through my entire library. Instant inspiration. Maybe a flute. this sound. Or maybe go through one of my newer packs, Afro. You can also loop up a section like this. Yeah, I like this. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked, then feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. You can also grab this project file on my Patreon page, as well as all the other sounds on LotusTunes.com. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.